Welcome to the first session of the Legend of Zelda campaign, 5th edition. We are doing this as a Best Buddies get-together and hangout, so we have several new players and one semi-veteran who are all ready to play today, and we're going to give you an introduction. We are going to start off with our Gerudo. Your name?
I am Garlo.
Garlo? What's your actual name?
Chris.
Okay. Next.
I'm Kelly, and my character's name is Cookie.
Hi, I'm Travis. My character's name is Jackal.
Hi, my name is Skylar, and my character's name is Kim Momo Sakura.
So there you go. So we have a male Gerudo, we have a Kokiri, we have a Twilight, and we have a Ocean Zora. We do have other players who plan on joining, but this is only the first session. So today you are going to get some backstory, and you are going to get a bit of action, not too much, as we roll through with this. So here is the story, guys. There is an age of calamity when Ganon, the great destructor of legend, has come around. You guys are 100 years prior to that event. The only thing known in the land is Ganon is a constant legend and a threat, though he's not been seen in these lands for hundreds of years at this point. The great land of Hyrule is a very vast land consisting of mountains, volcanic areas, swampland, desert, and regular fields. You each have your own areas. The Gerudo in the desert, the Kokiri in the North Highland Forest, the Twilight in the Twilight area, the dimension. Realm, yeah. And the Zora in the ocean marshlands.
You're in the marshlands.
In the marshlands.
At least I'm in the Twilight where it's always night.
Where it's dark and light at the same time.
It's like in between light and dark.
Oh dear. We start off in the Gerudo Desert. You currently reside in Gerudo Village at the moment, and you have just finished training. As you already know, your father's power grows. But you also know you have been chosen by the leader of the village, Aji Renish, the female ruler, to be her chosen champion. The rest of the Gerudo are weary of you, but you honestly have not given them a reason other than your origins.
Yep.
What are you doing currently?
I was going to say, for context, the Gerudo are an all-female tribe. So a male being born into the Gerudo is weird.
Male being born in the Gerudo is weird and unnatural, but not unheard of.
The only other male that was born into the Gerudo was Ganon himself, because he used to be a Gerudo as well.
Yes.
So, what am I doing? It's a good question.
What are you doing at the moment? Now remember, you have just finished your training.
Who's the leader again?
Aji Renish.
I'll go see her. It's a her, yeah, because they're all girls. I just said that!
As you approach the steps to the palace, Aji's right-hand maiden comes down the steps looking for you and goes, "Oh, are you on your way into the palace, Gardo?
Garlo, that is. And yes, I am currently going to see I keep forgetting her name.
Aji.
Aji, I'm gonna go see Aji.
Go ahead and write down Aji, A-J-I.
A-J-I?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That'll work.
You and Aji have a personal friendship and connection, and that comes from when you appeared at the in the Gerudo village about 10, 11 years ago, after you escaped your father's area. You had a treacherous journey, though due to your father's training, it wasn't much of a journey as it was a really boring walk for you.
Yeah.
You have ended up getting to the village where Aji welcomed you with kind of opened arms.
Yeah.
and took you in. The rest of the Garuda were a little weary, but she was the leader, so their choices did not matter. And she was young when she was younger than she is now. She is about 10 years your senior, so she's about 10 years older than you.
Okay.
You would definitely have a close relationship with her on a first name basis. So you do not say mistress or anything. You are on a first term name basis with her.
Okay.
And you definitely, she goes, well, that's good because Aji is looking for you. So if you're coming in, then let's go.
Yep.
And you go into the area, and Aji is waiting for you. And she goes, oh, good. I was afraid that you weren't coming.
Oh, I just got caught up in training, so now I'm here. I heard that you were looking for me.
Indeed I was. I have a piece of mail for you.
Piece of mail, I don't normally get mail.
No, but this one you're going to want to accept. And she hands you an almost lightly tone-colored envelope with the seal of the Hylian ruler on it.
I noticed it and I'm like, Hylian ruler wants me. What's this about?
That's a good question. I haven't opened it, so
I open it.
When you open it, it reads the following. Garlo, I have for you a proposition that you would want to hear. You are needed to help save Hyrule. I have kept a close eye on you and your training and where you've come from. And while it is unprecedented for me to ask, I must. Come to the castle. You will not be the only one participating in this journey, but you are needed. And it would be very much a needed hand to the kingdom of Hyrule.
Is that it?
Yep.
So after I get done reading it, I scoff at it, and I look at Aji, and I'm like, what is this? I'm supposed to help save the world? I don't think anyone really needs me.
If the king of Hyrule is asking for you, I think it's pretty important. We are on good terms with them, and we are kind of preparing for a war that is coming, and only you really know when that war is coming. And I have a feeling that the king knows that as well.
I don't think the king's going to take too kindly to me, because I'm pretty sure the king knows who I really am.
Yes. But I don't think he would have known... that and not invited you. After all, if he does say in the letter that you are needed, something tells me he's been keeping a close eye on you. I would go and at least hear what he has to say. And after all, you can let him know if you are in the presence of the king. Something tells me it's nothing that he doesn't already know.
Yeah, it just doesn't... I look at Aji and I'm like, man, I just don't know if he's going to take too kindly to me, especially after what my father's done for centuries.
Go to him and see what happens. But first, your training equipment and such are not very travel worthy. Go to the personal armory. If you go to the armory, you know what weapons you use. Everything down there is in tip-top shape, and everything you can use in normal.
Well, I guess you're right, because I don't really particularly like what my father did. But at the same time, I guess I do have a debt to pay to the king, considering we are on good terms with them. Sure, I'll see what's up.
That's pretty funny.
So then I head over.
Okay.
feel like we're at a bar right now.
ASMR.
Too much information.
You go down to the armory.
Mm-hmm.
When you go down to the armory, there is quite a bit to choose from. I want you to roll me a survival check. So it's a d20 and then add your survival score.
Which is 0.
A 5.
5.
You start looking around, stumbling a little bit, and you're kind of like, perhaps. And you're kind of like eyeing the weapons up a little bit, like, I don't know, this feels kind of weird, just jumping around down here a bit. Don't know about this. Aji comes down and watches you by the door, and she goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm looking at all these weapons and none of them seem to cater to me.
Last
Yes,
time
I'm
I
a
checked,
manly man.
Last time I checked, well, you were pretty handy with a greatsword, a short bow, and javelins. Why don't you take those? I think those would fit you the best.
Go ahead and do that. Need to drink first.
No, you know what she could do? She just take Travis's drink and just pour it in her cup. I'll let you drink it all.
What are you doing?
I think she had too much of the Mike's Hard Lemonade.
She doesn't get any more. Alright.
Cut off,
She's
girl.
not allowed to get any more.
Here, let me put this away for you.
ASMR.
Anyway, ASM nothing. Alright, so.
Anyways, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should probably just take what I'm most favorable with. I was just trying to see if there was anything else.
Very well. Next. In the Zora Kingdom.
Oh no.
Oh.
Here
we go.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You are currently in one of your training sessions, Kim. You go by Kim or you go by Sakura? Which one do they call you mostly?
Sakura.
Okay.
Okay, it's her, not me yet. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm not even drunk
Your
yet.
name's not even Sakura. It's Cookie.
I'll poke you. That's all.
Her name is Milk. You are currently training.
Okay.
Sakura, you are currently training amongst the many Zora. They have just started to take a break from all the training. You've been training for about roughly 2 hours. And you're taking a break. What are you doing during your break? You know you only have about a 15-minute break.
Going over my thoughts and eating eating food to rebuild my muscles.
Okay. So you are currently snacking a little bit. And the princess, Lanira, comes forward and approaches you. And she says, "Sakura, the king wishes to see you."
I would come to the king.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my. You're the king. You're gonna play with him and like.
Okay, she's trying to stay in character. Let's let her stay in character. And quit laughing.
Chill out. What is with you today?
He has too much alcohol too. He gets no more.
You know what? No more for you either.
I see about
This is
that
what
when I
happens
go
when
to
you drain
Olive Garden.
alcohol.
Oh god. Oh god.
So you head up to the main palace throne room where the king is. Write down the king's name as
King Dodo.
King Dodo.
Sorry.
Get my hard out to my eye.
King Mono.
King
King Mal.
Travis, calm down.
King Zolto, Z-U.
Where do I put the
Put it somewhere that you're going to remember. Just somewhere for a note.
King
King Zolto.
I should laugh because I'm probably next.
Okay. King Zolto, you approach. He is on his throne at the moment, surrounded by some of his best guards. And the king looks to you and goes, Sakura, I am glad you have come forth. I have a letter for you from the King of Hyrule.
I was sucked. And I sucked, and I will read it and do my duty.
Okay. So what the letter says to you is that it says, Dear Lady Sakura of the Zora Temple, I, the King of Hyrule, need you for a very important assignment that is going to require the help of the mightiest champions of Hyrule. It is you and others that I have requested to come meet me at the palace. I hope to see you there in a couple of days.
I will come.
Okay. King Zolto will look to his daughter and go, Princess Lanira, take our champion and go outfit them with some of our best armaments. And the princess will take you down. She gives you a monk tunic, which you already have down on your sheet, that has the Zora symbol on it. You also get the hand axe, some darts, and that's about it. You have, everything you need to start your adventure, including you go home to pack, and you are soon on your way. Travis.
It's my turn finally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it was originally going to be Kelly's next, but you've insisted, so.
Oh, what was
Oh, good. I'm glad I'm
what was
laughing.
the princess name again?
Lanira. Lanira.
Lanira.
Oh boy, Travis is next. This should be good.
In the dimension and realm of Twilight, you are among
Okay. Focus.
you are among all your other Twilight companions, upkeeping with your training, as you know the shadows of the evil that threaten to invade that area are on the rise. What are you currently doing though after your training for the day?
I'm packing to get ready to go kill people.
You can't just go.
Well, I
kill
guess
people.
I can't say that. Or I guess instead of getting
'Cause
ready
you-
for,
Yeah, because you
I'm getting ready to go to work. I guess go and make clothes. I guess.
right, because you're the tailor of the
'Cause I'm
royal
the tailor
family.
of the royal family. So I guess
yeah,
I'm getting nice stuff
that makes
together
sense.
for
Yeah.
work.
There was a knock on your door.
And I open it.
It's Princess Midna.
Your Grace.
She smiles, and Midna puts her hand to her chin and goes, May I come in, Jack?
Of course, you may enter. Please enter.
Now, you live in the palace because of your work. So you actually live in the palace because they have granted you a home there, since you are always on call.
Yes, I get a bougie place finally. Something bougie.
And Midna says, Well, I've gotten a request from Hyrule. Roll me a history check. So take your D20, the one in front of you, and roll it, and then add your history score to it.
I got a 7, and then
What's history on there?
let's see, history.
It's gonna be under your skills.
I think history is skills.
Or history 2. So 7, 9.
What
Okay,
was
so
it?
It's a 2, and your roll was a 7. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's 9.
So that's
Okay.
9.
So here's what you know. Hyrule is the other side of the Twilight portal. In the Twilight dimension, there's a special portal to slip between the realm of the dark and the realm of the light, which is Hyrule. In order to use the Twilight portal, you need to be given access to it. And Midna hands you a bracelet. And she goes, this will give you access to the Kingdom of Hyrule. The portal that you will be taking will take you right in front of Hyrule Castle in the town.
So do I go and pack my things then? And leave the palace?
She goes, I want you to pack and go down to the armory. Take what you need, because I've seen you train. And I think you're going to be our champion.
Yeah.
Do a good job.
I will, Your Majesty.
And that'll be it. Go ahead and try them again.
If they say they're busy again, we're not going to do it again.
And just take them out.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. The Kokiri.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. In Kokiri Forest, it is a beautiful day in the forest. Sun is lightly shining in the trees. Your youthful selves all enjoying the small breeze coming through the forest. You are with 4 other fairyless Kokiri at the moment. Kokiri are known to get fairies, but none of you have them so far.
Okay.
It is very rare for someone to get a fairy more than once a year. However, roll me a d20.
20.
20.
Oh my god!
Okay then.
You hear the sound. You hear the sound of a fairy actually flying towards you as your eyes follow the glowing ball. It approaches and sits on your shoulder.
It's so shiny. I want to touch it.
You do. The fairy actually speaks to you, and you can understand it, as the rest of your Kokiri can. And she goes, "Hi there."
Hi.
I do the same part.
She goes. The great Deku tree wishes to meet with you.
Okay.
Okay.
You head over to the great Deku tree with your new fairy. As you approach the great Deku tree, it is so. In essence, how the great Deku tree looks to anyone else, it is a big Deku tree. But we're talking, it's like the size of a large building. It's huge.
Dang.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
What you see is the Deku tree looking down at you, and he goes, "Cookie,
Here's some milk.
I have called you. I have called you because the great kingdom of Hyrule and the great land that we live in is in danger."
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
That is so funny, like, oh no.
Anyways.
You go ahead and see the Deku tree. One of its limbs comes down, and it puts on the ground in front of you a box. And it says, "The great king of Hyrule has gotten in contact with me and has asked me to choose a Kokiri as one of our champions. You will be our champion."
Woohoo!
All the adventures that you have done up until this point is to help us all. I hope that you will take what's in this chest and move forward to the land of Hyrule and take this fairy with you. Take this fairy with you as part of your traveling companion.
Do I really have to take this ferry?
The fairy will be a direct connection. The fairy will be a direct connection with me. Also, in game, the fairy is actually very useful. It has half of your stats and half of your hit points, and you can use it to help you scout, and you can also technically use it as combat advantage, which is if you end up getting surrounded by an enemy, you can place it in a square opposite of you around the enemy and get a bonus for it.
But what if it starts to get a pain in my ass and I don't want it?
Yeah. I see the direction you're going with this, Kakiri.
It is not like Navi or anything. It will not be going, "Hey, listen." No, it's not. No, the fairy will be until you talk to the fairy. It won't be actively chewing your ear off.
Okay.
Does she have to name the fairy?
She names it Tushy.
Oh my god.
Since my name Cookie, you name
Well, I
her.
know one name I'm not gonna name. I'm not gonna name it Chris.
Dang.
Dang. You should go with Travis and Travis.
No.
No. Worst decision ever. No.
Damn.
Maybe call him Nikki or Nicholas Grain or something.
No. You're from.
It
Oh,
fell,
crap.
It
Yeah.
fell over.
How do you not have like?
He has a Best Buddies pocket.
Like a
Pop socket.
pop-up.
Pop socket.
Yeah.
Hold
there
on.
you go.
Hold on. Don't touch
That's too
it.
high though. The camera's too
Hold on a
high.
minute.
They can't exactly see
How do
anything.
I work your phone better than you do?
I know, right?
Now we're upside down.
Yeah, now we're upside down. I
Are
think.
we seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh? What's it looking? It's looking at your shirt right now. The camera. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
looking
it's
at
back.
you. It's backwards.
It's backwards.
There you go. There.
There.
Finally. Yay! We figured it out.
Wunderbar. Okay.
Now
Okay,
back.
it's still my turn. Everyone shut up now.
Okay, so you have. So you've taken what's in the chest in front of you, which is the. What do you have? 32 money, I think.
Yeah, 32.
So you've taken 32 from there, and the Great Deku Tree opens a door to the inner sanctuary of him. And he says, inside are going to be equipment that you exactly need for your adventure. Go and take them.
Okie dokie.
God.
You got it, boss.
You got it, dude.
Yippee skippy! So you go ahead and go down into the Great Deku Tree. And there down there is another chest. When you open it, you find the following items that you have on your sheet now. In that middle area. There should be like a herbal kit.
Wooden shield.
Yep, wooden
Leather
shield.
armor. Explorer's pack.
Did I not give you a weapon?
You're not the boss.
Oh, yeah, you have the scimitar. Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah, scimitar.
Oh god, she's gonna whack things with scimitar.
Here's my scimitar.
Ow.
That was salty.
You chill the hell out over there.
No more alcohol for you. Not even if we go to Olive Garden. You stay away from the alcohol.
Okay.
God. Anyways.
I got a pair for like a
Nick's
ponytail.
like, okay.
This is gonna be one hell of a party.
Oh, yeah. And we're not even done making the party yet. Like,
we just started.
We just started!
we at least have 2 confirmed players, but they're starting here today. And then we have, you know.
Virtual people.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah.
So. All right. You are the first one to get to Hyrule Castletown. When you get to Hyrule Castletown, the guards of Hyrule Castletown stop you for a moment and go, halt.
Is that a problem, officer?
We just need to know what is your business in Hyrule Castletown, sir.
I show him the letter.
And the guy looks and he's like, oh, chosen by the king. Son of a bitch. And he folds it up and he hands it back to you. And they part ways and they go, after you, sir.
Thanks.
Calm down.
Very simple conversation.
Anything, what do you do when you go into Hyrule Castle? Or like in the town at least?
I observe what's going on.
Roll me a perception check. Or you can use your passive perception. I don't think I wrote passive perception on the rest of yours. Shit.
Okay. I have perception here, but it's 0.
Well, you can use your passive then, which is a 10, I believe. Because you can roll or you can use your
Where's
passive.
the here. Passive wisdom. Sure, we'll do that.
Okay.
So whatever I roll plus 10?
No, like your passive is without a roll.
Without a roll.
So you can roll or you can use the passive.
The choice is yours.
I'll try rolling.
It's also called taking a 10. So, but
I'll try rolling and see if I get higher than a 10.
go for it.
15.
Yeah, sure.
There we
take
go.
it. All right. So you go ahead and you decide to walk around the town and kind of get a feel for what's going on. Well, it's a good thing you waited to head to the castle. It is a little busy over there right now.
Mhm.
There seems to be a conjuring of a small crowd for seems to be the princess of the land.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's going on. You're not close enough, but you do know it seems to be like a speech or some sort.
Okay, so they're all gathered like in a crowd or whatever.
Right,
so
like at the foot of the steps.
So I go to whoever's nearest me, and I go, "Hey, buddy, I just got in town. What's going on?"
And he looks and he goes, "Oh,
Damn dog.
he goes, oh, well, the princess is coming of age. It's her birthday today,
Coming of age,
and so she's given her first royal decree as princess of Hyrule. Now that she is available to be queen.
Do we have an idea of what she's going to be decreeing, or no?
Oh, it was just. We hear that she is heading up the small operations and things in town, as opposed to her father doing the overall laws. So she is making sure that she herself gets involved with
What's going on?
what's going on in town. You know, like her first steps as an official, decree or whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, so I just look at him and I'm like, maybe I'll stick around and see what this is all about then. So I just kind of stand next to him and I'm like, I'm just waiting.
You also do notice there's a couple of shops nearby. There's... You see something like, you see like a magic shop of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
There's an equipment shop. There's a general store.
Mm-hmm. I do have quite a bit of money.
There is a market, like a food market of sort.
So,
Good, you could buy me a leaf
so
necklace.
before I leave, I go to the guy again. I'm like, do we know when she's going to come out? Do we have a little bit of time?
Oh, I mean, this just started. This will probably be a good hour or so.
So I'm like, I think to myself, yeah, let's go see what's in the market and everything. So
Thank
you
you,
can kind of browse around
Calamity.
and stuff.
Sure thing. Where do you hit up first?
What's all available then? Just basically everything, since it's
Yeah, like
Castletown.
everything is open. So since like most of the places are empty because of the decree, like all the shops are still open.
Well, I want to play an RPG. I usually go like weapons, armor. So
Yeah.
we'll just pick one. You know,
So
I know
there's
what
an
I'll do.
equipment shop. There's a general store. There's a magic shop.
That's why we have the dice tray.
Yeah. 5.
Armor place first.
Okay. So you head up to the armor place. There's a couple of stands worth of armor, different styles and such.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a couple of really simple, stylish looking pieces to, you know, a little more heavier suits.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, shopkeeper's there. Right? He's right behind the counter, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I go up to them and I go, "Hey, buddy, I'm wondering if you have anything for a male Gerudo."
No, I mean, we tailored all sorts. No, we don't discriminate here. I mean, you know, Hylians are Hylians, Gerudo. We're all humanoid.
Good answer. You got anything for my build? And I kind of like step back and I'm like,
What kind of armor are you sporting?
I got L armor, M armor, shield.
But
Do I
pizza
even
made
have
me
an armor
sick
on
to
me
my
right now?
stomach.
I thought you did.
I don't right now.
Too much.
I just have an
Doritos,
explorer
'cause I'll
pack
go
and then
to
my
dinner later.
weapons.
I know.
How the
I
hell do you
didn't
have
have
a
any
13 in
Doritos.
armor then?
Did you eat the Reese's in the bathroom?
That's what we gave. That's what
I
we
put
did when we
Reese's
did
in
it.
the fridge.
Okay. I was about to say, did
I'm
that?
not that
Oh, I'm just sitting here. I'm
nasty.
like, did that bitch go in the bathroom and eat the Reese's?
Don't put it past me, but my grandpa used to take his cell phone and a newspaper in the bathroom. He would talk to people.
He spends hours in the bathroom on his phone.
You have unarmored defense.
I have unarmored
Wait a minute.
defense.
Hold
So
on, time
much
the fuck
better.
out.
The pizza it makes me sick because it's greasy and stuff. Yeah.
Time out.
How do you have unarmored?
We can share.
Okay, well if you have unarmored defense, then at the moment your score should be an 11, not a 13.
Okay.
So fix that for me.
For armor class?
Yeah.
11.
And he goes, well, what kind of armor are you looking for?
L armor is like light armor, right?
Well, let me take a look. 1 second.
Because I don't think he's gonna have M armor, which I think is magic armor.
I thought that was you pressing into the mic.
Stop clicking. Oh, god damn it. Fucking.
You guys didn't skip my turn, right?
No, I
it's still
made-
on me.
Yeah, I was kind of,
Oh, it's
hanging on Chris for a little bit before I got to you.
Yeah. Because I was the first one to get to Pyro Castle, so.
Mhm. Let's see. So armor, and shields.
Makes part of
Okay.
me is good.
It is really good. With the bob.
Okay, here we go. L armor and M armor. They're light armor and medium armor.
Okay.
So he says, well, I got all sorts of different armors. Some of the more lighter armors, like padded leather and studded leather. But I also have some hide, chain shirts, some scale mail, breastplates, and half plates. Though I will warn you, scale mail and half plates are a little heavy.
trying to think of like when I think of Ganon, like what kind of his armor was. It was like he had it like what, like his shoulders.
I would
like his
probably
arms.
say breastplate.
Breastplate?
Would probably be more your style.
Yeah. What kind of breastplates do you have? I tell the gentleman.
He shows you a few different sets of armor with the breastplates, and I want you to roll me a. Yeah, either roll me perception or take the 10.
Well,
Okay.
a little bit better.
Okay. You are looking at the breastplate armor, and this one, you've noticed that when you look at the sets that he's pulled out, one particularly draws to you. It is a silver and blood red. It is a silver breast armor with a blood red cape.
Okay.
It has the mark of the desert on it, which means that he's catered to Gerudo before.
Okay.
You also take notice of the greaves and the gloves that go with it.
Mm-hmm.
The greaves and the gloves have blood red lining in it, so they're comfortable when you wear them.
Mm-hmm.
And they are pretty damn shiny. This armor looks pretty solid.
I look at the shopkeeper and I'm like,
Jane
the
and
silver and red one, have you catered to the Gerudo before?
Ah, see, that's why I said I don't discriminate. Yeah, no, this actually particular set, funny enough, was by a female Gerudo officer by the name of Aji once upon a time ago.
Aji, you say? I just came from where I was and I've been talking with Aji.
Oh. Interesting. Wait, so if you were sent by Aji, wait a minute. What are you doing in town, by the way?
So I don't like open the letter or anything. I just kind of show him like this, and I'm like, I got a letter from the king. He told me to come by and help Hyrule, basically.
And if he sent a letter to Aji, and you know Aji, normally I sold the set for about 400 ruby. I am willing to part with it for 200 because, well, if the king needs you and Aji is, well, you're in close relation to her, I don't see why I couldn't give you a break this one time.
That's very generous, friend. You strike a hard bargain. I kind of like look at my money. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take it.
So from your pool, go ahead and... What did I give you, 60 EP?
Yeah, 60 EP.
Go ahead and get rid of 20 of that, so you're down to 40 EP.
40. Okay, and then equipment would be...
So then you will add in breastplate.
Breastplate.
Your unarmored defense will get better as the build goes on, but for now, something with a little more beef to it would be better.
I'm just making a note. Silver, red.
So
do I change with the armor class?
Yeah, so your armor class now is up to a 15.
Ooh.
Okay. Hey Nick, how do you fix a broken gorilla?
Go ahead, what is it?
With a monkey wrench.
He's
And he's like, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink now.
He's like, I'm done.
What do you call it?
That's not as bad as what I was thinking, originally. I thought she was going to say Gorilla Glue. Oh my, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit her.
What do you call an elevator full of white people? Black their crackers.
Moving on!
Anyways.
Okay,
Alright, guys.
get your turn next.
Alright. So, so Sakura, you are the next one that gets to the entrance of Hyrule Castle Town. You walk up the road. You are given this tunic that you're given gives you the ability to breathe and walk on land in heat without dehydrating too much. When you get to the entrance of Hyrule Castle Town, you have a guard go, halt. How can I help you today?
I was sent here by the king.
Do you have proof of that?
A letter. The letter.
So you show the letter, and he goes, another one. Okay. You may enter. And he steps aside. So now you are able to enter the castle town. What do you do when you enter?
I watch myself and stuff around me as I do my journey.
So you can either roll perception or you could take a 10.
What does taking 10 mean?
Good question. So when you take a 10 in any skill, you bypass the roll and you essentially make it so you yourself get the very basic information you need about the area or whatever your roll might give you.
But if you roll, you can get a higher
You
than
could possibly
10,
get higher than 10.
and then you get more information.
I'm
So
gonna roll.
You gonna
Okay,
roll?
so roll, and then I want you to add your perception, which is going to be in your skill list.
Okay. I gotta, before I roll, what does D8 mean in total? You told me to put D8 mean.
Oh, that's your hit point die. That's
comes
for
up
when
later.
you level. That's for when you level up.
Oh,
So don't worry
okay.
about
That
that.
comes later.
I was just curious. 13.
Okay, so she got higher than 10.
Plus your perception.
Where's my perception?
It's going to be in the skills.
It's in the skills.
Oh. It's a 1.
So
Okay,
add a 1.
so
That'd
14.
be 14.
You notice a big, large gathering at the bottom of Hyrule Castle steps. A young woman, you can only presume to be of royalty, is giving a speech of some sort. You can't hear it very well, but you see a lot of people around.
I move closer to it without being seen.
Are you actively trying to be stealthy, or are you just trying to be quiet?
Quiet.
Okay. You walk up very quietly to the back of the crowd, and you start listening to the speech. She seems to be the princess of the castle, of the land. So she's more or less talking about... She's more or less talking about how she's going to help decree the area.
Decrease.
It seems like she is saying how she's going to start helping decree and law the land. So that's what she's doing right now.
That's not necessarily a bad thing right now, right?
No, I mean, she's the princess of the castle, so, you can only assume that she's, it seems that she might be starting her, ability to help control the land.
Okay. What did I do? I should stay there first. So
Okay.
Just stay there.
Okay. You go next, Travis.
Okay, I go
So
next.
what happens is that the way you enter the castle, or the way you enter the town, a portal opens up just off of the Hyrule Castle town, like off to the side. The guards kind of step back a little bit because they're a little bit afraid. They've never seen the Twilight Portal before, and you step through. One of them goes, "Hold on. Who are you?" And before you answer, you will see another Twilight. He is in a guard armor. He has hair covering one eye, and the other one is red. And he appears, and he goes, "Hold on. I will handle him." And the other guards nod, and the other Twilight smiles, and he goes, "So, what are you here for?"
I'm here. I was sent by Princess. Whatever her name. I can't remember what her name.
Midna.
Midna.
Write down Midna, Princess Midna on your sheet.
Okay, how do you spell that?
M-I-D-A.
M-I-D-A.
No, sorry. M-I-D-N-A.
N-A.
Princess, not your business.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So he goes. You've been sent by Princess Midna. Do you have anything by her that? Do you have anything by her to tell you that she can't? No wait. What am I asking you for? I can just ask her. And you see him do this. He opens up his hands like this, and a small orb appears. And you hear her voice, and she goes, "Yes, Sasha." And he goes, "I apologize for contacting you, Princess, but we have one of our own here that came through the portal. Yes, I have given him the bracelet. He is there on official business to the king." "Oh, okay. My apologies. I wanted to just make sure one of us wasn't going rogue." "No, you will stay there, Sasha, and with the king, he is there to adventure and to help us." Don't do that again.
Oh, that was so salty. I don't know. I don't think I think
You,
salty in this world.
He nods to the princess and makes the orb disappear and goes, "My apologies. I'm sorry. We don't come here very often, and sometimes when we do, we cause trouble. Just wanted to make sure." And he looks to the other guards. And he goes, "He may pass. He's one of us." And the guards nod and they let you through.
Then I walk through.
When you walk through, what do you do when you enter Twilight Castletown? I'm sorry, Hyrule Castletown.
I go to the palace where
Everyone's gathered.
everyone's gathered.
Well,
Okay.
unless he doesn't know that yet.
Well, yeah. So you do see the crowd. At least. You step up to the crowd. I want you to roll me a d20, and then add your perception score.
Roll it in here.
Okay.
No, he's got
He's
a
got one
tray
right
right
there.
there.
Here.
Yeah.
She's been messing with the whole entire time.
It's
No, I haven't.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 16 plus. What's your perception?
Perception.
It's on your skills in that little in that tall box right by your scores.
Oh, perception is 0.
Okay, well 16 is still good. So
Yep.
you go ahead and you notice right next to you a blue female coated in water and wearing a blue water tunic. Go ahead and roll me history.
Okay. I got, let's see, a 3.
Okay.
And I got 2, so that's like 6.
3 and 2.
3 and 2 is 6.
No,
It's 5.
And then
That's
5.
Somebody needs to go back to grade school.
Uh-oh! Well, I mean, he wasn't completely wrong. I mean, if it was 3 times 2, then yeah, it's
Yeah, I
6.
mean, 3 times 2
Okay,
is
but
6.
okay.
But still, okay. Anyway, so you go ahead and you notice that the only thing you know about this person next to you is that it's a Zora. And you know that Zoras are water-based life forms. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't.
But the attitude is like that.
I might. You never know.
Oh my god.
If you're good. If you're a good girl.
I want you to roll me perception.
That's perception. Okay. The D20, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That should be the only thing you guys should be rolling today.
1, and I had. That makes 2.
Look at his face.
You don't know shit. Unfortunately.
Will she get a 1?
So, a 1 is
Oh
a
my
critical
God.
failure. So critical failures in D&D usually mean nothing. In battle, it's even worse than nothing. It's usually death for you, not for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay,
keep that
at
in
least
mind.
I'm not fighting anyone.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I know, 'cause he's probably-
You don't even notice this person come up next to you. Which, by the way, you guys can all give a description of your characters in a bit, because you guys will be presented by the king.
Great.
The last to enter the castle town is you, Kelly.
Oh God.
La 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 la.
So, Cookie. No, stop. Okay, so Cookie, you end up walking up to Hyrule Castletown.
Okay.
Your small appearance kind of fools the guards a little bit because you walk up and they see a kid run up the road toward the castle town, and one of them stops you. He holds out his hand and goes, "Hold on. Where are you going?"
Inside the castle.
Is there a reason?
To see the king.
The hot king.
He's not that just hot king. He's a sexy king that I have.
So he goes, do you have any proof? And your fairy talks and tries to say, like, she has been sent by the great Deku Tree to help save Hyrule. And all the guards here is like ding 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 because they don't speak Fae. And your fairy's sitting there going like,
And I'm looking at my fairy like, they can't really hear you. Only I can hear you.
well, that sucks.
You said the perfect fairy description.
And the fairy looks at her like, tell them.
Yeah, your fairy goes like, well, show them somehow. They need proof, apparently.
How am I going to show them proof?
You have the material in front of you, sister.
Roll me perception.
13
Plus.
What's your perception? I can read.
6.
Okay,
Yeah, just-
so 19.
Nice.
You notice a small cookery up on the archway above them,
Oh, goody.
and he's asleep.
Oh, that's even great.
Huh?
That's even better.
You're gonna touch him and wake him up, like, wake up, your majesty. Wake up. Hi.
No, I know better not to wake up people now these days.
What do you do now that you see him?
You bloop at him.
Stop.
It's my turn, Travis. Stop. I quietly sneak by him to try to not wake
They're
him
like,
up.
no, like, so, okay, so you have the two guards in front of you,
Oh.
and
Okay.
the one is up above, like, the archway. So you just see a cookery like you just sleeping there.
Yeah,
A
you're
naked
here,
man.
2 guards here, big archway, and he's like on top.
Yeah.
Like he's up here.
Yeah.
He's clothed.
He's
Closed.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm stumped.
Want me to give you a suggestion?
Your fairy goes, hey. And she looks up and she goes, you want me to poke him?
Yes.
So you see the fairy go, and she goes, hey! And he goes, hut! And he just falls off the top of the archway, and you see him go like leaf and just slide down. And he's like,
The guards are just like, what the hell is going on?
and he walks over and he goes, oh good, you made it. And he just like looks really tired, and he's like, and he's just staring at you. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for half a day. I'm exhausted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a kid and I can't run as fast as you think I can.
Well, so am I. We're the same race, Dingle Fritz.
Yeah, but I'm better than you.
Better, no better.
And he goes ahead and he holds out a invitation and goes, this is for her. The king has sent it. And they look and go, Jib? Seriously? It's like, what? I told you I was waiting here for a while. And he's like, hold on. And he hands it out and he just goes, he hands it back to the Jib and he's just like, get the hell out of here. He's like, got it. And you see him just jump up and you see the leaf go, and he just fly away. Like, that's all he does.
What about the dingleberries?
He said Dingle Fritz. But anyway, he just goes, but anyway, he goes, but one of the guards go, Okay, well, you've been let in.
Hey.
There's a lot of people being invited by the king. And you walk in. What do you do when you walk in?
I look around.
Roll me perception.
13.
13.
Lucky.
619 again.
Okay, so 19. So you walk around. You notice the big gathering at the bottom of the castle steps. You notice a Zora and a Twilight both at the end of the crowd there. Roll me history. Oh yeah, and you see a Gerudo exit a shop. But
Roll as you
it's-
keep talking.
go
I
ahead.
gotta re-roll again.
11.
11 plus history.
Where's history? Oh wait, 0.
Okay, so 11.
So just 11.
Alright, but good news, but good enough. So here's what you know. You know Zoras are water-based life forms that, unless out on a journey, normally don't come out to Hyrule Castle. You know the Twilight are interdimensional beings that use shadow a lot to live and survive. They are actually very weak to sunlight. And you see the Gerudo, who's a male walking around. And you know the Gerudo only give birth to a male every supposed 150 to 100 years. So to see a male, kind of unusual.
What? That confused me. A male giving birth to a
Well,
male.
it's not your turn, so.
Well, okay, so Gerudo are strictly female. They're like Amazons.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for them to give birth to a male is very rare.
Okay, I heard it wrong. I thought a male gives birth.
That's what I
Oh,
thought
okay,
you
well-
meant too.
Well, there's
They-
there's a fuck up.
Male Gerudo exist, but they're very, very rare and few and far between.
You're not the only one.
So what do you do now that you have that information?
I'm just taking it all in right now.
It's a big place. You've never really been to the cities before. You've been to small little trading posts,
Yeah.
and you've done stuff like that, but you've never been in front of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
I just look at the castle and go, wow,
That's
that's a
fine.
big castle.
What do you
That's
have?
a big castle. That's bigger than the Deku Tree.
Or we have that tea if you want
Wow,
more
they
tea.
kind of
I want tea.
Tall drink. Fucking
Goddamn thirsty.
Here's my cup.
No!
I think she wants you to open it and pour it for her because she's a princess.
I'm not a princess.
Well, you ain't no queen.
Well, you're just the queen doing your thing. Damn right.
So true.
All right.
And I'm more like the
You're the
servant.
court.
Okay, I'll pour it for myself.
Thank you. Since you. Oh wait.
Okay.
I
Maybe
can
you-
do it.
Let go of the bottle, Travis. She's drinking it like it's alcohol.
To make her laugh.
Oh
and
my
she-
God.
to make her laugh and she-
Guys, all right.
Alcohol.
Settle down.
Okay, Kit.
All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I only had
Garlu.
10% alcohol.
Garlo, you go ahead and when you come out, roll me perception.
1.
know
No,
it's-
7.
Okay. I'm about to say,
Let
like,
me
wow.
know.
I looked like a 1 at first, so I was like, oh god.
Let me know
What's
when
your
it's
total
my turn
perception?
again. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
That's just 7.
Oh, God.
I don't have any
Enjoy.
points in perception.
No points?
No points.
Well, you do notice a Kokiri, a Zora, and a Guru and a Twilight have joined the crowd.
Mm-hmm. What do I do? I'm noticing there's a large commotion over by the crowd, and I'm like, has it started?
Well, you've noticed that the crowd has grown a little bit, so but you don't know why there's a Zora, a Twilight, and a Kokiri here.
It's me.
Typical Travis.
Typical Twilight.
So I look around and I'm like, why is there a Kokiri kid a Zora and a Twilight here, like among.
Sis knows
All right.
Mickey Mouse is
So,
heavy.
yeah, why are they here is would be your question.
Yeah, why are they here? Do I need to roll anything to see like why they're here or something?
No.
I'll say I think I noticed like one of the Kikiri holding something like in the hand, like looks like the royal seal or something.
No, you do see her holding something, but you can't tell what it is.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious, so I kind of not so much like go and walk up to the Kikiri, but just kind of like I'm just kind of like walking a little bit. I'm just kind of like
So you're walking by and trying to perceive what she's holding.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me perception, or take the 10.
I'm gonna take the 10 this time.
Okay. So while you're walking by, you see her actually holding, not the letter actually. You see her holding is like it seems like she was taking notes on the way here.
Okay.
But you do see, A, she has a fairy on her.
Mm-hmm.
B, a Triforce glows upon her right hand.
Mm.
This is something you only notice.
Yep.
And you also take notice of. You do take notice that she does have, like, traveled to the castle to see the king on the top of her notes.
Okay. So like I actually see that written on the thing.
Yep.
So some good eyes I've got. So I start to wonder, I'm like, if the Kikiri is here to see the king, it makes me wonder if the Zora and the Twilight are here to see the king, because it said on my letter that there were going to be more than just me there to help the king. So I'm starting to put like 2 and 2 together.
And create fish.
So I start to go up to the crowd more, and I get close to her, the Zora, and I just kind of strike up a conversation. So I'm kind of like this, like looking out onto the crowd, and I'm like,
Roll me a perception, Skylar.
17.
oh,
Okay.
That's
Well,
good.
so you do not. So you don't become. That's all you need, actually. But yeah, because anything more is way past it. But yeah, you can tell, like, when someone starts speaking to you, you look over right away and you see a male Gerudo. You've seen female Gerudo before, but you can clearly tell that this gentleman that walked up to you is different.
Yep.
That it's a Gerudo, but it's male.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I go out, and I'm just looking out, and I'm seeing, like, I guess the princess start to come up or whatever now to start to speak or whatever she's going to do.
Well, she's already speaking. She's been
already
speaking. So.
Okay. So I'm like, so I kind of look at the Zora, and I'm like, it's rare to see a Zora over here in Castletown. What are you doing here?
Skylar,
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
guys, stay off the phone. Seriously, like, you have to pay attention to what's going on.
Yep.
So, go ahead and repeat.
Did you hear what I say?
Go ahead.
I'm like, I walk up and I go, usually Zoras and Kikiri and even Twilight, I mention all three of you, and I'm like, I don't normally see people like that come into a place like Hyrule Town. Usually it's just Hylians. What are you doing here?
I was sent by the king. I have this. What do you call it? A scroll or like
A seal.
I have the seal from the king, and I come here.
You can hear them. Go ahead and roll me perception.
Me?
No, the Twilight. Jackal.
18.
He's good.
Yeah,
He's
you're
good.
You can hear someone start conversating with the Zora, and the Zora hasn't noticed you because she rolled poorly last time. But yeah, you can over. Don't at me. You can overhear them speaking that she shows that she has the seal from the king, just like you do.
I guess in a way they're sort of in common with each other since,
So
we
what
both
do you do?
work
Do you
with
come
the-
up to us?
Do you look over and mention it as well?
Yeah, I sort of say it's very unusual for somebody of that species or the queen or the princess of the high or what kingdom am I in? The Hyrule
Hyrule.
kingdom.
Yeah. If I were the king of Hyrule,
The king of Hyrule to be speaking.
well,
it's the princess
you'll-
Oh,
that's
the princess
speaking,
of
but-
Hyrule.
All right,
to
so
be speaking.
so what they're talking about is it's very unusual for a Zora, a Twilight, and a Kokiri to be here in Castletown.
Yeah.
So she mentions that I'm here because I got a letter from the king.
Yep.
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
I'm here also on a mission to.
So you
to
mentioned
save Night
mentioned that
City.
to us then.
So yeah,
Okay.
so you mentioned that you're here as well to see the king. You do see this gentleman now walk up to these two and start talking, and you see from your perception that you see the Zora just be like, I got a letter. You don't know what they say, but you show them the letter, and
I got a bracelet because I'm special. 'Cause I'm from the Twilight Zone.
God
The
damn it.
queen or the
Anyways.
princess.
Special.
That's a Jew face sister.
this is from the Crimson Fucker. Anyway, so
That's sad.
That is sad and pathetic. Or your face, God, I'm so horrible.
okay. Anyway, so go ahead.
I'm dying.
So what do you do when you see that?
I show them that I got a letter from my fairy. That's on my
What you
shoulder.
because only you and him can really see it, but unless you present it to somebody. So the way that you've been marked by the Deku tree is when you walk up, you hold up your right hand, and your Triforce shows on your right hand, and you guys see this little kid walk up to you. You guys haven't taken notice that it's a Kokiri, but you guys walk up. She walks up and she goes, I got this too. And the symbol of wisdom appears on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you, child? You're not anything like I expected to be.
Okay, what I feel offended.
Because technically you are a child. I mean, you are eternally a kid.
I know.
Who's rolling? Her?
8.
Just, how old are you going to be?
Yeah, how old are you gonna be?
9.
Sure.
So, fun fact is like 9 in Kokiri years is like 27 or something.
Yeah, that's around my actual age too.
There you go.
Oh,
So,
you're turning 33.
sit your goofy ass down. Shut up. Anyway, so.
You're turning 36. Why
Yeah.
You shut the fuck. Sit your ass down.
He's 37. He's gonna be turning 37. We're gonna just skip the 36.
Okay.
You all die in this session. All of you.
Yeah.
You end this session today. All right.
Calm down.
So yeah, so she mentions, goes, I'm 27. Roll me insight. So roll both of you roll dice. No, actually all three of you roll insight. Actually, no, you don't need to. You know about the Kokiri.
Yeah.
Both of you roll insight. So not you, at least him.
I got 3.
Oh my god, Travis got a 3.
3 plus insight.
What's
Look,
your
insight.
Insight.
Let me see. Insight. Insight 5.
Okay.
So
whatever you,
So
whatever.
8.
Okay.
Okay, roll.
20.
Use the dice tray.
I'm
20 and
sorry. My insight's 6. So
26.
Yeah. You know that's true that she's 27. You think she's bullshitting, but you're kind of like, I really don't know anything about children and why they're 27, but whatever. Because you really don't know much about the human culture or if she is human. But I want both of you to roll me history.
me?
Yes, both of you.
Yes, you two in the box.
16.
Okay, 16 plus.
Plus, I think it's 2.
Bitch, please. So.
Because here's
No, precision is 0.
History 0.
Oh, history.
History is 2.
History is 2, sorry.
Ted's like, fuck you, it's 2.
Travis was like, I know how to read.
I know how to read some stuff.
I got
I went
12.
to school and I got education.
I got
All right.
Okay, what?
was 17.
Okay. Both of you know that once you start looking over her, that she is a Kokiri. Both of that Kokiris are eternally young. They actually live eternally because they are technically plants. You can tell it's a Kokiri too because they have a fairy companion, which this one has. And the fairy whispers in your ear like, they're both dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, so you both hear ding 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 ding, and she goes, I know, right?
Oh god.
Oh
that's
God.
sad.
You sit there and hear it go ding 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 ding, and she goes, I know, right? And you're like,
I'm like, whatever.
sure, whatever.
I'm good.
Cheers to
So
that.
So you all hear. So the four of you hear the following. Thank you very much for coming out to see me. Have a good day. And the crowd starts dispersing. The royal guards line up in front of the princess as she walks up the castle stairs. So the crowd disperses, and now you see the line of guards and that stand before before the castle steps. The princess is still at the bottom of the steps as she ascends it. What do you guys do?
I run up to the stairs
Of course
and
you do.
hurry and go and say, I'm from Twilight, the kingdom has sent me, and I need to see your king or your father.
Okay, so before that happens, though, what else are your actions? What are you guys doing?
I follow him, and I was basically thinking the same thing. I was going to try and stop the princess, like, hey, I'm here to see your father.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is that I'm standing there listening to what you guys gonna do, and I'm slowly walking, minding my business. And as I get to the steps, I politely ask the guards, "Can I may see the princess?" And that I'm here to see her father. And I show her the scroll.
Letter, whatever.
The bracelet.
I'm just standing there, just talking with my fairy, asking my fairy, what should I do now?
Your fairy sister goes like, we're at the castle. I think we should go up the castle.
Just like slowly walk off towards the stairs.
So these two make it here first.
Yep.
So both of you make it. I want both of you to roll me a d20 and just tell me the number.
Oh, God.
18.
Oh God.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
You're great.
You don't want to know.
So you were just like, you're all like, so in the middle of the run to the steps, you stop for a minute and you're like, yeah, like you stop mid-run for a minute and you're kind of like, my boots make a lot of noise. That's what stops you, and then you go running again. You make it to the steps. The guards actually stop you for a minute, and they point their spears at you because you're coming at it aggressively. So they go, halt! And the princess stops. She doesn't turn back yet because she heard a halt. What do you say?
I say I'm from the Twilight Kingdom. The king and his family sent me to save our kingdom from the darkness. And I got this bracelet, the princess of my land, or the princess gave me a bracelet. And
the five of them stop. They don't say anything yet. And the princess turns and she goes, you say Twilight?
Yes.
And, she sees you run up, you walk up, and then you behind them. And she looks at the four of you and goes, my father sent out more invites. Oh well. Alright, let them go. Come on. And they look a little weird, but they're just kind of like, it's the princess, whatever. And they split, and she goes, come with me. And she waits till the four of you are on the steps with her, and she starts walking up the steps. Mm-hmm. You guys are following her.
I look to them and I'm like, that's not the most graceful entrance.
Boy, Travis,
on you.
Travis almost got stabbed with spears because how aggressive he was.
The only thing that's going through your mind, Garlo, is you're kind of like, I'm going to talk to her more nicely.
My boots made a weird noise though.
So as you're walking up, you hear your boots thrown and you're like, clank, clang, clang,
I'm not
clang.
used to this new armor set.
And see, he's like, God, you guys are fucking noisy.
Where's my oil?
And
Of course I had to roll.
your fairy whispers to you, it's like the Gerudo is a little strange.
I know.
Do you though? Do you?
Yes, now shut up.
And I look at the fairy going. I'm like,
And I go on and punch the fairy.
You do not want to punch a fairy, especially since you are, your goddess that you worship is a great fairy. Not a good idea.
let's just say if you take that
My
action.
fairies don't like you fairies.
My fairies are not your fairies. Your fairies are garbage.
Oh yeah, does your fairy turn red and spit out fire?
Does your fairy turn red, make you a flower, and then kill you? No. All right.
Do you want more tea? I can get you more tea.
No, I'm good. So if I have no more tea, I'm gonna piss my brains out.
God,
Anyway.
God is cool. God, that's good.
Woo.
Okay,
Black fairy on me now.
All right.
all right, next.
Number 4.
As the princess goes ahead and leads you guys up into the castle.
Did they make you leave?
No, I'm just sitting because I can't sit on the chair for so long.
Oh, okay. I hear.
Oh, I forgot. You had your back, or I
I
had
know
that
that
back
doesn't
pillow.
help either, but
Oh, it
it's my
doesn't?
turn, I'll get back up.
Well, it's okay. Like if you can speak loud enough from there, like unless you need to make a roll, it's
Want
fine.
a jump pack? On your back?
No, that's okay.
Alright.
So as the princess leads you into the castle, you're getting some looks by the guards because they don't see your types here very often.
Mhm.
You guys get to the throne room. The throne room is, of course, lined with royal guards. They are each ready for anything. You guys get to the king, and as expected from the letter, his name is King Roland. The king is pretty young to be a king, about 38.
Dang, he's almost as old as you.
Plot twist: he is the king.
Nick probably had such with that.
Anyways,
You guys get before him, and he goes, "Greetings, champions of Hyrule. I called for you personally. The divine powers of Hyrule have kept watch over your lives. I know evil is rising. In the land of Hyrule is in trouble. Deathly in trouble. I also know our people are in trouble, and in these times I ask you, turn to every possible inch of Hyrule to help our people. This includes in each area of our fair land, from the very north of Goron Mountain to the west in Rito Mountains, down to the Gerudo Desert, and down to the Zora Marshlands. Everywhere needs help. We are in dire need, and there are things to do everywhere."
okay.
You must retrieve holy artifacts within this land. There are several things that will benefit you in your travels. Don't do this to me. There you go. Come on.
Time to get a new thing, Nick.
There we go. Well, I've had this for a while, but this thing is poor on processing power to begin with. Okay, here we go. You need the 6 medallions of time. That includes the light medallion, the fire medallion, the forest medallion, the shadow medallion, the spirit medallion, and the water medallion. You will take them to the Temple of Time in the center of Hyrule Field. There, you will require your next pieces to thwart the evil that's coming. Be aware. The things that come next will be challenging each and every time. The sages that guard some of these relics are Gully, Impa, Irene, Oren, Osfala, Rosso, and Saris. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Ganon, the one of legend, is gathering magic to create a Calamity war. It is said that in this Calamity the land will be destroyed. It is only up to you and you alone, champions, to help. So, I ask you, go on this quest. Use the Hyrule Castle Library. Let my daughter Zelda guide you to this library and use it to find what you're looking for. From there, it will give you everything you need to prepare for your adventure. And I have also prepared something special for you new adventurers.
Hey, Caleb.
And he goes, and he claps. You have 4 servants approach you.
Huh?
The 4 servants bring out the following.
A group chat with the group buddy group. But I'm too lost in the game, so I don't care.
You all get on your sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Magical Sword of Oak.
Oh, that's one.
That would be.
So for equipment,
Would that be equipment?
Yes, it would be part of your equipment.
magical sword of oak.
Yep.
How do you spell magical?
M-A-G.
M-A-G-I-C.
A-L.
Magical
Sword.
Of oak.
Sword.
of oak.
No, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Magical outfit.
We'll get that right.
Yes.
Magical outfit, it's just called.
Mm-hmm. And magical wooden shield.
Magical wooden shield. I think I spelled shield wrong, but whatever.
I'll go ahead and print out and put like everything I need onto pieces of paper for you guys for your abilities, but right now you guys are fine.
Magical outfit. What is the last one?
Magical wooden shield.
Okay.
The king says, the magical outfit that I have given you all, which will conform to your preferred outfits, is a temperature adjusting magic. I know the realm of Hyrule has some really harsh temperatures, from the deserts of Gerudo all the way up to the mountains of Rito. This will ensure that you are always at the perfect temperature, so you will not be too hot, you will not burn, and you will not freeze. But keep aware, this does not protect you from lightning. You must be aware of the lightning planes. The king then looks to his daughter Zelda and goes, "Are you happy with your champions?" And she nods and she goes, "They all look like they're ready. It will be a difficult journey." Do any of you have anything to say before she takes you to the library?
Thank you, Your Grace. I don't know how to say it.
I love it.
I said, thank you, my princess. I will do my best with my duties you gave me.
You can go first, and then I'll go last.
You can go. I'm last.
I wanted to say something because it was going to probably progress the story a little bit. Just say thank you or something.
Well, let's see what she says. It's up in the air.
Thank you, your princess. I know I'm a kid, but I'll do my best to help with this journey.
Okie dokie.
I wonder how small you are.
I don't know.
Thanks.
Kokiri are roughly about 4.5 to 5 feet.
Wow,
Okay.
she should be really
5'7",
tiny.
so
Huh?
I'm 5'7".
If you were one of
I'm
those-
just saying averagely they are.
I thought she would be this tall.
No.
But she-
I am not no midget.
Okay.
Well, you be a
think what I
kid
want to
midget.
say.
You look like a pumpkin.
Okay, I'll take that. as a compliment.
So, I step forward just a little bit, and then I go, Your Highness, I don't know if you know who I am, but apparently it seems like Ganon is causing trouble again. What happened? I thought Ganon was sealed. He's back again? My father?
I want each of you to roll insight. Not you, but the other
I got
person.
19.
I was like-
Dang.
That's good.
So,
And I have 5, so I have like
24.
You're good.
so insight.
2.
You don't know
I
shit.
got
10.
I got 12 in my
And my insight is
insight.
8.
Oh, then, yeah.
Then you know the bare minimum.
Insight is 6. So
What you roll?
12.
12. So
So
18.
18.
I got 18.
So here's what you know. Besides Ganon being a legendary,
Get time to talk to Jason real quick.
you know, villain of Hyrule,
Mm-hmm.
you also know that he's lying. He's been with his father for at least since he was born till about he was 11.
Oh, really?
That's the base of what you know. You and Travis know more. Not only do you know that, but you also know that he knows exactly how powerful he is becoming.
that's amazing.
Before you guys don't answer, but the king goes, I know who you are, Garlo.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say Garu, but I'm like, I know who you are, Garlo. I also know your history. However, you have not come forward like your father. What you have done for the people of Gerudo is more than what a person who would be associated with Ganon to do. I know you know more about your father's condition than you think, or than you let on. Do not worry. The goddess Hylia keeps me informed of my services. I can trust you to lead this team of champions into battle. I want you to be the head of the group and make sure that you yourself use every opportunity to make sure that your champions are utilized to the best of their abilities.
I do have another question. I remember in texts of old that the sages were the ones that were
They're
protecting the medallions of
copiers.
time. Are these what we need to seal my father away for now?
In one aspect of the scriptures, these medallions were used to seal Ganon. But with the amount of power that we feel he is growing, there might be more required. It is necessary that the four of you find these medallions, though, and bring them to the Temple of Time from there, you will get further information from one of the sages.
Understood. I feel nothing for my father. I always detested what he did. I'll do anything to seal him back up. Because I'm not evil like him. I never wanted to be evil like him. I say.
He looks to his daughter and goes, Zelda, bring them to the library. Let them
Hey, I know that song.
let them get information and then prepare rooms for them. Tonight they rest, and tomorrow they'll go on their adventure. The princess bows, and she goes, this way, my champions. And she will lead you guys away.
That's like one of my favorite countries.
She goes ahead and shows you each the 4 rooms. They are very small, they are personal, and they're just for the night. She shows you your rooms and then goes up the stairs past your rooms and brings you to the library of Hyrule. The castle's library is immense. It takes up roughly about the size of this room as a corner. This is about a fourth of the room of the library. And she goes, the librarian will go ahead and assist you if you need anything. Please, get everything you can. And the princess leaves you. What do you guys do from here?
I go and get some books that I need, all the books that I know about my city, and
I want...
This way.
Okay, the first thing I want you guys to do is roll me a intelligence check. So how this works is you will take the number in the circle of intelligence,
The little circle.
and you will add your dice roll to it.
Well, that's easy because I have 0.
I got 14, and my dice roll is 2.
Did you get 6?
So 16.
I think, yeah, she got 6. What'd I get?
I got 10,
Critical 20.
Okay.
but I have 0 on my intelligence, so
So
I only get 10.
Okay. What did you get total? Okay.
6.
You and... So Cookie and Sakura both start
Oh, great.
looking around the library. You guys pick up the following books. One of you write this down.
I will.
Okay.
You pick up the following books. You pick up Ancient Relics of Hyrule. You pick up Ancient Magic of Hyrule.
I don't even care how to spell it. Ancient. Okay, magic.
Magic.
Okay.
And Ancient Shrines of Hyrule.
This little song with Taylor and Caleb upstairs.
Can you
It's okay.
It's alright, I'm good.
You're fine. Stop.
You're fine. Just
Okay, I got it.
Alright. Travis, so
I got 20.
Garlo and Jackal, here's what you guys find. You guys find the following. You find
I'll write it down.
ancient maps of Hyrule.
Okay.
You find ancient treasures of Hyrule.
Ancient Hyrule. So.
Ancient treasures. Okay.
Okay.
You find shadows over Hyrule.
Shadows over Hyrule. Okay.
You find maps of the Twilight.
Nice.
Of course.
Excuse you. I'm a Royal Taylor. So you better behave.
Okay.
She's gonna fuck you up with fairy magic. And the last one that you pick up, the last one that you find is called Magic of the Warlock.
Magic.
I like warlocks.
Well, you're gonna be meeting one real soon, from how it's sounding. Okay.
Something drew you to that last book, but you're not sure what. So, here is what you guys do. You guys start sitting down and looking over the books.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you guys find out. It is said that when you put down the 7 medallions in the Temple of Time,
6 or 7.
6.
Okay. Just making sure.
How do you spell medallions?
You don't need to write it down.
Yeah, you don't need to write it down right now. He's got everything
I
already.
got it.
When you put down the 6 medallions in the Temple of Time, it is said that 4 pendants are then raised up. These 4 pendants must be found and put into the pedestal.
Okay.
From there, each of the Hyrule goddesses, Din, Pharaoh, and Nehru, each of them must give you a blessing. Then from there, you must find the 3 pieces of the Triforce. Each of these things will appear once each of their previous items have been retrieved. For their magic is so strong, they are hidden from the world until the magic that brought them here is escaped. Once you have those, you will gain the true power you need to defeat Ganon. But it is only then, and only then, that you will be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you found out. You also find out this. You have the 6 locations you need to go to.
Mm-hmm.
For the light medallion, you must head toward the basement of the castle of Hyrule. But this is said to be the most difficult of the dungeons to travel through. The shadow medallion is in the realm of Twilight. The fire medallion is in the fire medallion is in the north in Gerudo Mountain. The wind medallion is in the Rito Mountains. The water medallion is down in the water medallion is down in the Zora region. And finally, the forest medallion is in Kokiri Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is what you guys found out. You guys know exactly where you need to go for these medallions. And that's what you know so far. You do keep the books on handy. You guys, the princess allows you to keep the books on you, but to make sure that they are enchanted before you leave.
Okay.
And you guys rest for the night.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Till the next time. So we're just resting till the next.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was
In case we get other people to join, so that way it's just like.
Well, it's not even that. It's like that's as much as I could build for now because I couldn't finish the monster manual.